Hello there, Joe Crawford here. I guess, the creator of the Estill County History Wiki, and I thought it would be a good idea to maybe do a video to help folks who aren't familiar with the setup to get started. So, first of all, this is how to create a page. You see here I'm on the main page, and I've got an article from Ralph Barnes from quite a few years ago. Mr. Barnes had told me years ago anytime I wanted to use any of his writings to feel free. So I'm confident, even though the website's gone, the Wayback Machine has saved it. So I'm going to use what he created here and share it on our wiki. So it's kind of backwards the way that you create a page. We're used to starting at the top and going down. With a wiki, you have to start at the bottom and work your way up. So first things first, you just go to the search bar. Talking about Carhartt. Do the search. Okay, you see here it was mentioned in this page, but there isn't a page just for Carhartt. You know that because it's in red letters. Anytime something's in red letters, that means it hasn't been created yet. So click on that, and this is where we create the page. So I will go over here. I will copy, go back over, paste that. Now I'm going to put this in quotes because it is all a direct quote from Mr. Barnes' page. And I'll go ahead, put this at the top, the Carhartt story. So go down here. This is called the Carhartt story. I accessed this. Let's spell it right. Accessed 7/14/21 at, and even though this is in the Wayback Machine, I'll go ahead and take the whole link. I just highlighted that and copied it. Go back over and paste. And so now we've got all of this information that Mr. Barnes had presented all the way back in 1996. And we can share that where people can find it more easily. Now, when we save this, we'll create this page. But right now, it's not connected to any categories. So what we have to do, use the brackets, category, and then use a colon, and you'll see you'll have a big drop down there of all of the categories that are available. Carhartt will actually fall into businesses, which even if it went farther than that and you couldn't see it, go ahead and type the B and it'll bring it down for you. So businesses. Now when we save this, it'll show up under the category of businesses. If you're not sure if it is, you can always go about it this way, and I do this a lot. Open link in new tab. So we're back to the beginning, scroll down, not really sure what you're wanting to look at. Category places, I know it's that. Say, oh, okay. We've also got a category for industries. Businesses, yeah, nothing really else that fits it. I'll go ahead and add category industries. to make sure that it shows up there. Go ahead and put the I. Get the drop down. Now, if there were another category that you wanted to make, and I can go back and change this later. Let's say category. Let's just say stories. See, that's not been created yet. Okay, so watch this page. I'll save the page. So now it has created that page. You'll notice over here, businesses, industries, stories. That's red. So all you would do is click on that. You see it's new. And it shows you that the page would fall under, the Carhartt page we just made, would fall under this new category. All you would do is go on up the chain here. So if that's supposed to be part of places, you just category places. Now this category called stories would show up under places. And that's how you work your way back up the chain to make sure that everything's connected. Anytime you create a page and you figure out everything that it connects to, I'm actually going to go back because I don't want to create stories. So edit, and anytime you click edit on a page, it brings you up to the same thing that we started with when we created it. All I'm going to do, because I don't want stories on there anymore, since we haven't put anything on it, it still doesn't actually exist. So I'm just going to check that as a minor edit. Anytime you do anything you want other folks to know what you changed, you can put in a quick little summary there. Even if it's just fixed typo or anything like that. It helps to track as you get more users. Not necessary, I wouldn't say, but if you really want folks to know what you changed, that would be a good way to do it. So then we save the changes, and you can see that the category that we made but didn't finish making isn't there anymore. And that's pretty much it. There are other little tips and tricks that you can that we may have to deal with later. I want to point this out. When you're in the editing screen, if you just click on help, this gives you an idea of how to do different things, bold, italic, to enter a link, internal and external, how to do headings if you're wanting to separate the page up and clean it up some, how to do lists. You upload a file to the wiki, and then how to get it to show up. So those are just the little help things you can do there. Also, there are some quick buttons here for bold, italic. That's how you can enter a link, and you can put in the title, and then what the words and what words those will link to. Images and media, same thing. You bring that up, you can click upload file. Then once you upload it, then you can put it in there, and it'll show up. So yeah, there's it's not quite as good as a word processor, but it's not too bad. Once you get in there and kind of mess around, you can make it do just about everything you want to. You just have to get used to it, just like anything else. So there you go. That's how you create a page. Now, if we were to go back to the beginning, scroll down, we want to go to places. So either one of those that you show up with, we go to industries, it's the only one listed. And that takes us right back to our page. Anyone that wants to add to this, can do so. All you have to do is edit. Anything that anyone puts on the site can be changed by other users. We do moderate, So if somebody gets on here and they start not acting right, then we can always kick them off. So this is for everybody, and it's for folks that really do care about the history of our community, and we're not going to put up with any foolishness. I think anyone that wants to mess with it will agree with that. Yeah, so that's about it. If you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me, and please feel free to contribute. Don't worry about messing anything up. We can always go back and fix it. And yeah, so thanks for watching the video.